Bianca Belair wants to do the unthinkable in WWE. In this video, I'm going to tell you exactly what she had to say, what she has in mind, and whether or not it's actually realistic to think that it's going to happen. Because Bianca Belair is someone that you need to take notice of because of her standing in WWE. Now, look, for the last several years now, WWE, they've protected Bianca Belair. They've pushed her as a top star, and rightfully so, because there are very few individuals in the wrestling biz where they have such a connection with the fan base like Bianca Belair does. I honestly believe that she will never have a serious heel run in her life because she is such a over babyface. This woman connects with an audience like very few does. I think of the likes of Liv Morgan and Becky Lynch in terms of being able to gravitate towards an audience, get that audience, have them just fully devoted to them and run through a brick wall for them. Bayley's also another one where, and especially on the babyface side more than a heel side, when it comes to a lovable babyface, and I don't even count Liv Morgan as a heel right now. I understand that she is, but I don't count her as that because her fan base are so devoted to her. I think after a while, when you portray a babyface, you have an instant connection with the fan base that is extraordinarily difficult to break, right? Regardless if you're standing on the card. And Bianca Belair, whether it be her NXT days or her main roster days, whether it be her being booked under the leadership of Triple H or Vince McMahon, she's always been able to gravitate towards fans, keep those fans, build that fan base, and move forward. It does not matter whether she is a long-term Raw or SmackDown or nowadays women's world champion run. It doesn't matter if she is in the mid-card. It does not matter if she is the women's tag team champions with a Jade Cargill. Obviously, that reign is over, which was a mistake. I'll get into that in a minute. But I've been able to follow her career, for the last several years now, covering wrestling on a daily basis, and it's like, okay, this woman has something. This woman is different. And so I think when she speaks, with all that being said, here's my point. I think whenever she speaks, you have to listen because she does have influence in the company, and she does have influence on future bookings, especially with herself. And that really leads us to today's video because there's always been outside interest by the company for using celebrities and athletes. I mean, we can go down a very, very long list. Whether it be Muhammad Ali, whether it be Mr. T, whether it be Mike Tyson, Lawrence Taylor, Donald Trump, Logan Paul, Bad Bunny, like we can go on. You get what I'm saying? And so now we're approaching an interesting time in women's athletics, a la Caitlyn Clark, right? She caught fire in college, and she's a superstar in the WNBA. And so while speaking with Comic Book Nation, Bianca Belair pitched a very, very interesting idea. More, in fact, she really, really pushed for this, and I thought it was quite interesting. And she was asked whether or not she could see Caitlyn Clark be involved in something WWE-related like the Royal Rumble, which comes up in early 2025. This is what she had to say. Everybody's already asking that. Even before the press conference, they're bringing up Caitlyn Clark. I love what's happening within the WNBA. I love that women are getting more spotlight and more attention. I've always said that we don't need anything different. We just need opportunities and media coverage. The WNBA is doing that. WWE, we've done that. A lot of unprecedented things where it comes to women, whether it's women's main eventing WrestleMania, main eventing on a weekly basis on Raw, SmackDown, and PLEs. It would be really cool for the two worlds to combine and have an even bigger impact for women. Caitlyn Clark, if you're watching, come on and join. Come in the Royal Rumble. You can be one of the 30 participants. That's what I'm exciting about the that's what's exciting about the Royal Rumble. You never know what's going to happen. It could be the past, the present, the future, or just someone you don't expect. You might see Caitlyn Clark 2025 Royal Rumble in Indianapolis, end quote. Well, there's a lot to break down there, obviously, but yes, if WWE is able to get a Caitlyn Clark to be in the Women's Royal Rumble match, that would be huge. That would be significant because right now, Caitlyn Clark is the hottest topic, the biggest speaking subject right now in women's athletics. Whether you like it or you don't, people have an opinion about her. And if WWE is able to get her in one of their marquee matches where they could no doubt protect her in a Royal Rumble match, which you could, right? All she got to do is come out, she eliminates some folks, and then you do some spot where you get her out safely, right? Oh, that's all you got to do. If that's the case, then yeah, it would be a significant moment. Now, let's be realistic. Is it that realistic to think that Caitlyn Clark will work the Women's Royal Rumble match? Probably not. So what is more realistic? Well, what's more realistic is WWE being able to get her and use her in a significant way, whether that be just an appearance on television, perhaps a WrestleMania, perhaps a Royal Rumble, right? All she's got to do is be in the corner of someone, be a manager of someone, be on commentary, be the host. You could do the host thing, right? They've done that. I mean, for years and years and years, we had to sit through the guest host era of Monday Night Raw. God awful. Although Bob Barker was the best. Personally, I like when Mark Cuban, the Dallas Mavericks owner, he got tossed through a table. I thought that was, he got, what was it, speared or suplexed or something like that through a table in the corner. That dude got rung around. Anyways, I think that's the way you do it. And, to her point of women's wrestling, especially in WWE, I always like to give TNA Wrestling credit. They did that in the late 2000s. Your Gail Kims, your Awesome Khans, your Taras, your Mickey James, your Beautiful People, all of them, they really started the women's evolution. I think, sure, you had your Victorias and your Litas and your Trish Stratuses and your Molly Hollies in the early 2000s. The only problem is I feel like they were the pioneers, but really TNA perfected it over a long-term basis with more stars. They really put it on the forefront. They ran with it. They found a lot of success with it. It helped that promotion for years to come. And then WWE in the early 2010s, or mid-2010s, I should say, really took the ball and ran with it on a larger basis. But what they've been able to do with their women's talent, headline PLEs, headline TV shows, put them in gimmick matches that you did not think was going to work, whether it be women's ladder matches, Money in the Bank, Royal Rumble, Hell in a Cell, hardcore matches, I Quit matches, Last Woman Standing matches, Iron Woman matches, just various things. Yeah, WWE, they perfected that on a much, much bigger scale. Hey, y'all, real quick, make sure you join the movement and join everyone in smashing, obliterating that notification bell so you are notified every single time we upload new wrestling content here to the channel. Hit that subscribe button as well. Thank you all so much for your support and help changing me and my family's life, and I will see y'all